I think really art is something that makes you think. It doesn't really have to be like classic, or it doesn't have to be a work of a great master. It just really has to be something that just captures you in a way that just you think about it, you don't stop thinking about it. It could be like a work on the street, it could be like some graffiti, it could be something that just caught your eye and just you can't just let go of it. Like it's creating something. It's it it's not just what is considered art in the sense like, oh, like this famous sculpture or whatever, like $1 million of Banksy. No, it could be anything. And to be honest, when we're gone, that's hopefully that's what's going to be left. Art is just going to be like a visual, moving pictures or just paintings or whatnot. It's just it's going to be proof that what it's just going to log. It's going to art is this is hard to explain. It's our legacy. Whatever it's going to be. I mean, I think art is everything, and each one of us creates it in any specific way, and that's what each individual, each one of us is going to be remembered for. Like I said, either if it's moving pictures, if as long as it evokes an emotion, I think art has, in that sense, accomplished its mission. And I have some art right here. It's not that amazing, but it's some of my art, and that inspires me. Um, why would I like to be part of something that's unscripted? First of all, I have terrible short-term memory. I can't really memorize my lines for the life of me. Well, actually, I've taken some improv classes, some acting with the Eric Morris system of acting that's more like emotion based and trying to get like, acting is reacting and not just acting, just actually getting something, um, making a choice that actually you feel and not just. And now it's funny because I'm taking acting classes, like more basic acting classes, and a lot of the times we there's a script involved and like, oh, here's the script, you have 5 minutes to like, to act this out and whatnot. And I don't know, it's hard. It feels pretty empty. It feels scripted, and it just doesn't feel like it feels like acting. It feels like it's not authentic. And I mean, I wish I would have like an extra 5 minutes to go in a room and like do some like warm up exercises or some, I don't know, like what I did in the more method class, instrumentalization, and just actually feel like my the same thing when I do intensives with casting directors. I have like just spit out my lines in TV film intensives, and it's just really like like I rehearse it at home, and I'm my own reader. I do some instrumentalization prior. I do some exercises. I try to get different reactions, make different choices, and I do some like emotional work, and I feel like I get so much better results than when I go in class, like your turn, just like, I don't really do any prep work, and it just comes out super flat. And of course, it sounds, they tell me, oh, it sounds, um, it sounds kind of like just too fake or like not, and well, yeah, like I'm nervous and I'm not really prepping for any of this. And obviously you're not always going to get roles that you completely feel like you could even um, find something in common with the character. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to do prep work prior, so you can just like, even if you have to like go on your knees and act like a tiger to be a character that's very kind of like, aggressive, whatnot. Even that would help more than just going up there and just like doing the lines, and it just comes out empty. And like I said, I have really bad short-term memory, and some people who just they can just spit out those lines like it's just like wow. But I feel like more or less I'm definitely more emotion. I feel like it's like improvisation, and something that actually it's coming from somewhere. and has some prep work is a lot more important. Oh wait, my mom's calling me. Hey, what's up? I don't know what it is. It's really annoying because it's super slow right now. And, like, not only are you seeing, like, 250 people for, like, something that's just, like, whatever, like, a tiny, like, social media thing. And then, I mean, they want you to dress the part and, like, whatever. And then you show up and, like, really do the best you can. And then, like, you don't even get a call back. It's so frustrating. Like, and I also hate when they don't even tell you like, oh, come into the audition and like, like we want, the character everybody has kind of like, like he's in this mood or it's kind of like, like we would want you to read it to make this choice in this specific way, and then you think you practice a bunch of different choices back home, right? And then you get to the audition and you do it, and then it's like, I think I really make the right choice for this because I'm trying to play opposite the character, just trying to make it quirky, whatever, trying to make it like, a different way than the obvious way you would think they would want you to hear the copy. And then crickets. I mean, it's like, what's going on? Is it just me? Like, am I not marketable enough? Like, it's just, I'm just the unluckiest person in the world. Like, even these like tiny little jobs I don't even book. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, it's just so frustrating. Like, it's even hard enough to just get an audition for something that, it's that you are interested in, and then it's like, I feel like you audition so much, and it's just like never anything comes out of it. I mean, I take the classes with the casting directors, I do the intensives, I know what's pretty basics, what not to do, and do like an audition technique, like, like prep work and whatnot. And still, like, it's just like nothing. Like, it's just like, it's so competitive. And I know it's not just that. I'm obviously doing something wrong, and it's just like I just want to give up. But I know I don't want to because I'm just, I really don't. I really want to get to episodical at some point. That's my main goal. But like, I'm just having such a bad luck streak. Like everything I do, it's all like I don't book anything. It sucks. Well, interesting fact about myself. I'm left-handed. I grew up in Puerto Rico. I love iguanas. Like, I love them to death. Like, oh my god, I was home this past January, right? I live in the southwest part of the island. And I've always been obsessed with reptiles. I love iguanas and I love all animals. And I took my friend from New York too. Me and my mom, we took her to like these thermal springs that are like in the southeast part of the island, right? It's very kind of humid there. And my mom like spots an iguana in a tree, right? And then we actually start, looking more closely at the trees, and we spot like, dozens of them. It's just like a huge iguana like population, like iguana trees. Like, you can tell the females are really bright green and smaller. The males are like this big, gigantic lizards. And then we just keep like, we turn to the other side of the building, and we're trying to just see if we can see more iguanas. And we see these two huge ones like on a hill, like about to like have a big fight. It's something out of these old like 1930s, just kind of like dinosaur like movies, like claymation. We run on the other side to get a better look, and one of them had run away, and the other one was just kind of really like like just angry, just kind of doing like that, don't get close to me, I'm gonna whip you. And it was just so majestic and beautiful. Like, and he was like 6 feet long, with his tail was just about 2 feet, and we were like obsessed. Like, we're not like girly girls at all. Well, that's about it. Thank you.